Fair Use. Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. May 2nd. Lighting the Dark Past. Cling to the thought that in God's hands the dark past is the greatest possession you have, the key to life and happiness for others. With it, you can avert death and misery for them. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 124. No longer is my past an autobiography. It is a reference book to be taken down, opened, and shared. Today, as I report for duty, the most wonderful picture comes through. For though this day be dark, and some days must be, the stars will shine even brighter later. My witness that they do shine will be called for in the very near future. All my past will this day be a part of me because it is the key, not the lock. Courage to Change, One Day at a Time in Al-Anon, May 2nd. Sometimes I become so busy staring at my problems that I miss the guidance I'm being given. When I become willing to let go of the need to do it by myself, I can listen to others and receive direction from my higher power. I become better able to move beyond my problems and start solving them. This became clear to me when I was caught in a sudden, blinding snowstorm. Visibility was so bad that I couldn't see the sides of the road. I couldn't tell where my driving lane began and ended. I struggled to find my way, but finally surrendered and began to pull off the road to sit out the storm. Then I realized that I could make it home if I allowed the trees that lined the road to help me gauge my position. When I accept that help often comes in unexpected forms, I can release my hold on the problem and become willing to receive the help. Today's reminder: I must do many things for myself, but I am not wholly self-sufficient. I need the help, support, and guidance I receive from my higher power and my Al-Anon friends. When I catch myself struggling with a problem today, I will let go of it long enough to reach out for help. There's a quote from This Is Al-Anon, and it reads, "Once we learn to let go of the problem, the loving concern and help of the other members will provide strong support to help us understand what the Al-Anon program can do for us." Just for today, Daily Meditations for Recovering Addicts, May 2nd. Just maybe. There is one thing more than anything else that will defeat us in our recovery. This is an attitude of indifference or intolerance toward spiritual principles. Basic text, page 18. When we first came to NA, many of us had great difficulty accepting the spiritual principles underlying this program, and for good reason. No matter how we tried to control our addiction, we found ourselves powerless. We grew angry and frustrated with anyone who suggested there was hope for us because we knew better. Spiritual ideas may have had some bearing on other people's lives, but not on ours. Despite our indifference or intolerance toward spiritual principles, we were drawn to Narcotics Anonymous. There we met other addicts. They'd been where we'd been, powerless and hopeless, yet they found a way not only to stop using, but to live and enjoy life clean. They spoke of the spiritual principles that had pointed the way for them to this new life of recovery. For them, these principles were not just theories, but a part of their practical experiences. Yes, we had good reason to be skeptical, but these spiritual principles spoken of by other NA members really seemed to work. Once we admitted this, we didn't necessarily accept every single spiritual idea we heard, but we did start to think that if these principles had worked for others, just maybe they'd work for us too. For a beginning, that willingness was enough. Just for today, just maybe the spiritual principles I hear spoken of in NA might work for me. I am willing at least to open my mind to the possibility. Today, Emotions Anonymous, May 2nd. Reflection for today. Spiritual awakenings are sometimes disguised as rude awakenings. Our expectations can become so overstated in our minds that we lose sight of the goal of our life, happiness. Receiving life as it comes is the wisdom of the Serenity Prayer. Unmet expectations often bring anger. If we find ourselves hurt repeatedly, it is time to look at our priorities and our expectations realistically. Then our rude awakening becomes a spiritual awakening. Meditation for today. May I have the courage to look at my wants honestly and to change them if necessary. Today I will remember. Today I will be grateful for rude awakenings. Strengthening my recovery. Meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families. May 2nd. Attraction versus promotion. Attraction is different. Attraction is making information available about ACA without strings. There are no pitches and no grand promises. BRB, Big Red Book, page 546. Many of us felt the rush of belonging when we started attending ACA meetings. We found so many answers. We wanted to give big red books to everyone because we wanted them to know what we now knew. We may have even been tempted to wear an ACA Rules t-shirt, but we soon learned to slow down. We found out why this is a program of attraction, not a promotion. It's more about actions and not so much about the talking. We allow our higher power to work magic in and around us. We take things as they come. We no longer stay up at night thinking about how to put ACA in the local water source. We are sad when newcomers come and then they go, but we learn to let them go. We grieve as we watch people die from the disease of family dysfunction all around us while we get healthier. We trust that there is an abundant source of love for us and for anyone else who is truly willing to walk the walk. We do our part and enjoy the results. As we keep the focus on ourselves, we see better results for us, and that's what positively impacts the world around us. The affirmation reads, "On this day, I will remember that I can't force anyone to get this message. I can make the information available and let others make their own choices. The best message is the personal change I see in myself." Walk with me on the recovery journey of hope, renewal, resilience, and self-reflection. I am Day. DAA are my initials of DHB Recovery Network. Share, subscribe, and like. And most of all, be the you that you are created to be, one day at a time.